minus 3,000, snow up to here. Finally he gets there, snowstorm, and he finds the house. He's somehow able to get there, and he comes, he knocks on the door, waiting a minute or two, knocks on the door, he's starting to freeze there, looking around, what's going on? Why they're not opening the door? Knocks on the door, starting already, his eyebrows are already frozen, he's getting upset. Why is it not opening the door? He goes, starts walking around the house. He sees lights in the house. Puts the ear on the door. He hears the voices. He's like, oh, he's dying, he's freezing. And he's getting upset. Why are they not opening the door? He goes and walks around. Suddenly he finds like something. He pulls his head like this. He looks in the window. He sees them inside. He's like, hello, banging on the door. I'm freezing here. So he's already becoming a popsicle. After a half an hour, it's completely frozen. He's banging on the door. What kind of people are you in there? Where's your Avat Israel? I'm freezing here. Open the door. Finally, the guy opens the door. Yes, can I help you? Ah, he's screaming his head off. Why didn't you open the door? Look at me. I'm frozen. Tells him, I didn't open the door because I wanted to teach you that I control who comes into my house. I hold the keys to the door. So basically saying to him, in other words, you control what comes into your brain. You decide when you open the door and when you close the door. So you give him a very, very good workout to think of. And the point is that you hold the doors to the keys to the door of your brain. Nobody will decide what goes into your thought. You decide. So if you have bad thoughts, you allowed it to happen for whatever reason. You need to know when you're opening the door to the thought, or when the thought comes, close the door. Now, how do you really do it? The teachings of Chassidut explains, it's brought down by the Baal Shem Tov, the Rabbi Nachman from Breslov is talking about it, the different places the Baal HaTanya is talking about it. We have a deficiency in our system. We can only think of one thing at a time. We can't think of two thoughts. This is a computer can think of two things at the same time. A human being cannot process two thoughts at the same time. So if you have a bad thought, how do you push that bad thought? Think of something else. It's very simple. Right now I have a bad thought. I'm thinking something so bad about a certain individual. Bring in a new thought into your mind. Right away, distort it. Change your thought pattern. I can't transform the bad thought. I can push it by thinking about something else. So to conclude the class, first and most important, we have to acknowledge the fact that there's a Yetzer Hara. He has an agenda. He wants to make us sin. He wants to make us upset. He wants to make us sad. He has many different agendas, and he knows how to come. And he's, like I said, he's like a fly. He's annoying. He's not going to let you go. You think if you're going to push him 3-4 times, he's going to leave you alone? A dog, you can go kishta, a cat, another animal. Flies, they will come to you, and they're not going to leave you for 1 second. So that's not going to leave you. Don't think that you're going to make him stop. He's going to come. You just need to know how he's coming to you and how he's tricking you. And he's coming to, like the metaphor that Rabbi Bar Chana says, it's a wave that comes to drown you. And for a ship to be drowned, it needs a lot of waves. 1, 2, 3. The waves push you from side to side till the big one comes. And that's how the Yetzer Hara does. He will throw you from side to side till the big wave comes. And this is the Yetzer Hara. He's waiting how to turn you upside down. You just need to know how he's coming to you. If he's coming to you in a look of a nice, observant individual, then no, wait a minute, I have to be a little bit smart here. I can't let him fool me. I need to understand how is he tricking me? He's tricking me by telling me that, no, what you're doing it's not a sin. I don't know who told you such a thing. It's totally fine. And he will give you all the explanations. Suddenly you become a genius in halacha, and he will give you all the loopholes why it's okay to do what you're doing. And he's very sharp. I don't know about your Yetzer Hara. My Yetzer Hara is like a Talmid Chacham. He knows the whole shas inside out. He gives me all the excuses why this is allowed to do. But nevertheless, you have to stop and say, wait a minute. If the Torah says I'm not allowed to do it and it's bad, then bad can never be good. Gossiping can never be good. Lying can never be good. Cheating can never be good. It doesn't matter how you're going to manipulate it, it will never be good. And I know some people will argue and say, yeah, Allah says that to save a person's life or to shalom bayit you're allowed to lie. Well, we had a class about that. It's not in all situations. And we concluded then, by the way, that you're allowed to lie. What do you mean you're allowed to lie? You're allowed to say the whole truth, not to make up new lies. You're allowed to avoid from telling all the truth. That's a whole different thing. Needless to say, when it's to save a person's life, because nefesh, then you do whatever you need to do. We're talking about normal situations. Lying can never be good. Cheating can never be good. Insulting somebody will never be good. Why, or eating not kosher. Why will eating not kosher will ever be good? Why can you find any type of explanation why right now to eat not kosher can be good? So we have to understand the Yetzer Hara is tricky. And then of course in the times that he comes and attacks me straightforward, then he's just going to minimize the sin. And don't minimize the sin for 1 second. Even the smallest sin, even taking one little raisin from that big display in the supermarket, one little peanut. That's still silly. It doesn't matter if you stole the ton or 1 peanut. You still did the same action. And of course the remedy, not the remedy, but rather what to apply, and the secret to the success is just put gates. If you know that you are weak for something, then don't put yourself in that danger. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with, let's say, severe sins, even little things. If you know you have a weakness with Facebook, then don't go on it. If you know you're going to be there for 3.5 hours and waste your time when you have to do other things, then just don't go on. And if a person has whatever weakness they have, so make sure that you know how to put a lot of boundaries and a lot of, we call it fences, giderot. Giderot, the siyagim. Don't do this because it will cause you to do this, this and that. And you know where you're weak. Now, while you're already in the turbulence, doesn't matter what's going to happen. If he already got you, he got you. But the next day, when you wake up and you have back your senses, that's when you're saying, okay, I can't let it happen again. What do I need to do to stop from him coming again? And like I said, the most important thing is to know how to control your thoughts. And if you know how to really purify and control your thoughts, then that will remove already 90% of all the junk. Because everything starts from your thoughts. And don't think for 1 second that things don't affect your thoughts. The music you hear affects your thoughts. The movies you see, a lot of people says, no, it's a very kosher movie. It doesn't matter right now. Everything you see, your eyes are registering constantly. Everything you hear, everything that you do, it gets absorbed in your system, especially your thoughts. So needless to say, when you flood your thoughts with Torah, your thoughts are pure. So you see that your thoughts are a little bit not so on the pure side, then learn some Torah. Read Tehillim, read whatever you want, just to purify your thoughts, that your thoughts are clear. And if you see it's going worse and worse and worse, just work on your thoughts. It's all about how you're running the show here. And like the last story, you control the thoughts. It's not wrong, it's not right when somebody says, I can't control my thoughts. It's not true. You are the master of the domain. You will decide when you open the door, when you close the door. And if the door gets opened so easily, then it just means that you are very interested for the visitor to come in. So then you're fooling yourself. And that's why the Torah says that the one who sins is a fool. Because a moment of insanity. Now it's what people do. A person goes on a murder hunt, they kill 20 people. A moment of insanity. I'm sorry, I don't know, my hand just suddenly started shooting. I don't know what happened to me. A moment of insanity. So we have to understand that yes, the Yetzer Hara will get me to that point that I lose my insanity. See the flies? It's getting away from me already. So we have a zapper. So we zap the Yetzer Hara. So you need to know how to zap the Yetzer Hara. And says, listen, I don't fall for your nonsense already. You fooled me once, you fooled me 100 times. That's it, I got the point. So, B'ezrat Hashem, we want to take from that the Yetzer Hara, we need to recognize it, we need to recognize the enemy, to know how to deal with it, so I can grow spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and fulfill the mitzvot of the Torah. And B'ezrat Hashem, Hashem should bless us all to have the ability and the awareness and the power to really know how to conduct my behavior, my thoughts, my speech, that I don't get being fooled by the Yetzer Hara on a daily basis. A beautiful rest of the week.